You are one proposal away from waking up in a penthouse, going down the stairs, jumping in the pool, staying in a sunny place while others have to go through the harsh winter, and doing all of that on a random Tuesday morning. And guys, you don't even need to be a millionaire to do that. All you have to do is to align your proposal with what you want in exchange for it. Let me explain. If you send one proposal to the right person, you get everything you want. Life is a constant exchange of energy. Okay, even money is energy stored in assets. Your proposal is a manifestation of what you're willing to give in order to get what you want. For me, it's working with clients who are ready to try new things, who enjoy the process of building an empire, want to be the best at what they do. It's traveling to different cities such as Paris, Dubai, or here in Buenos Aires, like I did for the past 4 months. And not as a tourist, as a man on a mission. Because honestly, I hate visiting countries just as a tourist. It's a total waste of time. Okay, you can do it when you're a kid, visiting monuments and cool places, but then you want to actually build stuff and you don't want to just go for 2 weeks in a place just because your boss said that it was okay to go for that time, and then you have to go back and keep working. And if you watch this, you're probably like me. So how do you build a life worth living right now and not in 10 years? I know I sound like a guru, but there's honestly 4 steps you need to go through if you have a skill and if you want to use that skill to help people and get what you want in exchange, which is the life you want to live. The first thing I always recommend people, and I've used it myself in the past when I started my latest endeavor, which was a short form content agency, is trend surfing. All right, let me explain. There are always trends, and trends are good because everybody thinks they need to implement them. They don't know how, but they know when, as soon as possible. And so to tell you the story, so when I started my short form content agency, I surfed on the short form content trend. Everybody knew they needed to implement this. They didn't know what results it brought. They didn't know if it was really worth it, but they knew they needed to try it. And so that was way easier. So it made everything easier to get in contact with people, with prospects, with clients, and implement solutions for them. And that's what you want to do, even though you think that your current skills are not compatible with the current trend. Trust me, they're always compatible. You can always find a way to surf on a trend and then dive deeper and solve other problems to the people you're serving or to the audience you're building. For example, right now, it's all about AI and AI agents. There's always a way you can surf on that trend, solve specific problems with that angle, and then bring it to your current skills, whether it's video editing, content creation, community building, doesn't matter. Once you surf on that trend and you use the momentum that's built with that trend, you want to start something else, a mini brand routine. You want to make sure that every cold lead that gets exposed to your message, whether it's through cold email or ads or whatever, you want to make sure you can retain them. And the best way to retain them is to have a brand or a mini brand, because this way they consume your content, they go from cold to warm to hot. And it makes everything easier. It's not only about getting prospects and clients, it's also about hiring talent. I've hired the best talent since I've grew my personal brand because I could attract people who already resonated with me, who already understood my values. I didn't need to explain them over and over again. So it's a great tool to either attract talent, which you're going to use to provide the best solutions, or to attract prospects and clients and other networking opportunities. So once you're surfing on trends and you're starting to build your mini brand with a routine that you can do every day for 30 minutes, you want to follow up with the next part, which is evergreen outreach. You want to build operations that allow you to get exposed to the right leads. And I'm not talking about using tools like Apollo.io where you scrape massive leads that are worthless. It's honestly cuck behavior to use those platforms because you can't expect to be the 900th guy to get the leads, the same leads as everybody else that's paying on those platforms, and expect them to reply to you. They're already wasted, so you don't want to rely on those. You're gonna get drowned in the red ocean. What you want to do is install this evergreen outreach operation, which has for goal to just get replies. You don't need to send crazy email sequences. You can see another video where I talked about how to create those sequences. You can see my thinking process writing those sequences. You don't need to be an expert copywriter, even though it helps. Now you have AI to help you. What you want to do is get replies based on the trends, which will increase your chances of getting replies. And then when people reply, that's when you can send your videos, which you build with your mini brand routine. Sending your videos through YouTube links. You want to create YouTube videos mostly, because sending YouTube links is much more trustworthy than any other link like your website or your landing page, right? People will trust the YouTube link or a Google Doc link, whatever is Google is trustworthy. That's fine. And by doing so, you're already solving problems for those prospects through your videos, because your videos are basically products that people pay with their attention, and products solve problems. And so you want to make sure that you install a new habit on top of the mini brand routine, which is to get the leads. As I told you, you don't want to get them on platforms like Apollo. So you want to make sure you get the leads from manual effort, whether it's yours or it's a team of VAs. What I recommend is to start with what I call your internet footprints, which means you already consume stuff on the internet, and your next clients are probably hidden in plain sight. They're in front of you. You look at them, but you don't see them. They're in your YouTube subscriptions, in your email newsletter subscriptions, in your LinkedIn follows, Instagram follows, whatever. They're already there. And if you consume their content for long enough, or maybe you've bought their courses, then you have an unfair advantage that all the other marketers, all the other agency, all the other freelancers don't have over you. You can use that. You can use those anecdotes, those stories that you know about the people you're reaching out to. And so you want to sustain those habits. And just with those habits, you're going to get results for sure. If you just spam enough actions with those steps, you're going to get results. The fourth and last step you want to do in order to grow your business, because that doesn't stop there, is to actually provide excellent results. The way I did this was counterintuitive. So at first, with my short form content agency, I just wanted to scale, because that's what everybody was saying. Just scale, get as many clients as possible. And at some point, I worked with a lot of clients, and with most of them, the results weren't great. They were okay. We helped them a lot. But still, adding clients in your agency or a work that is related to your time makes it harder to provide excellent results, because it's linked to your time. And if it's not linked to your time, it's going to be linked to the time of your team. And as you add humans, you add complexity and you add problems. So what you want to do, and what I did actually, is that I chose to descale, not scale. I focused on a few clients. I fired all the other clients with which it was working, but not as great as I wanted. And then I provided all the solutions I could to those few clients. And I developed true knowledge that allowed me to actually provide return on investment. And then what happened? Those people started to refer me to other people naturally. I didn't even ask for it. Now you can of course reach out to the people surrounding your clients with who you have good results and ask for case studies. What you want to do is that it just happens. And it's just to prove that your work is great, because then people talk good about you and you attract clients this way. It's much more easier than just stressing about getting new clients every month because your churn is too high and you're losing them every month. And the moment and as I said, the single thing that allowed me to do this is understand what I wanted from my clients and figure out what I was willing to offer. And I went way deeper than just doing short form content. I started to provide content creation in person. I went to Paris, I went to Dubai, I shot content with them. I hired a team of videographers in person to shoot the content and then write video sales letters, create funnels, create new products, grow communities. That's how I could have this domain specific knowledge, which was just in my proposal. I changed my deal from trying to sell a retainer for a commoditized service to having a proposal where I would get a profit share, which could pay me over and over again, because we were building a project in which I had equity, but also I knew what I was going to get. And those things implied traveling to other places, which is what I wanted, and traveling to the cities I even wanted. I've noted those cities in my notebook a long time ago, and then it just realized itself because I was ready to give something in exchange for those things. Now, what's next for you? Instead of asking, how much will I make next month? Ask yourself, what experiences do I want my work to create for me? One proposal is all you need. You're one proposal away from stepping in that life. If you want help writing that proposal, join Content Operators. See you in the trenches.